or it's a Tinder prank, I guess more like it. We have a great segment where we've created these into produced segments now of Matt's his Tinder bit where he's off on Tinder apparently by himself too. He had no idea when he was doing this.
This is 10 years ago.
Going to turn into content for the show. But he goes on Tinder there and role plays as the senior grill instructor.
Yeah, me and a friend both made Tinder profiles about our senior grill instructor, or I think his was grill sergeant, and we just try and get the word out about grilling out.
And you talk to the women. You say, "Hey, I'm interested in you. Are you interested in grilling?"
And the crazy thing too, looking at all these screenshots, I don't know if you're on Tinder or anything like that, but through his messages back and forth within a minute. Now it's like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Back then it was boom, 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 boom.
Oh, so you're really pumping out these conversations here.
And there's a senior grill instructor for you right there. He's just always watching that meat.
There we go. There's our senior grill instructor here. And let's take a little listen to the senior grill instructor trying his chances with Catherine. See how this goes.
Hey, do you like to grill out?
Yes.
What else do you do?
I do all kinds of things, smiley face.
Like what?
Business owner, mother, dancer, homeowner, hang out with friends, dress up, and go out. What about you?
I grill out, teach others to grill, learn more about grilling. You know, you can never know too much. With that being said, I've probably forgotten more about grilling than you'll ever know.
Whoa, okay. You like to grill. Interesting.
It truly is interesting. I love to teach others about grilling. I don't quit on my apprentices even when they've given up on themselves.
I see.
Are you interested in learning?
No, I'm good.
So you don't want to hashtag meet up? Sizzling.
And then, of course, she stops responding at that point. But you have some more success in some of these others, and we'll play another one next week.
I'd like to think the senior grill instructor didn't follow up.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he's so busy communicating with all these different women.
Well, he was grilling.
Oh, and you're always grilling out there. And that was our senior grill instructor. Well, that only bought us 2 minutes.
What's his favorite thing to grill?
Meat.
What kind of meat?
All sorts of meat, bacon, burgers, steaks.
You grill bacon?
You can, yeah.
I did not know that.
The first thing that came to my head, but he's just always grilling, no matter what type of protein.
And that comes up at 7:15 a.m. We might listen to a little of Dave G live at 101.5 K-Rock this morning if we really run out of things to do, but I don't think that's going to happen. And next we're going to get into our senior grill instructor call. Our senior grill instructor, where Matt Ferry plays as the senior grill instructor on Tinder and tries to get these women to volunteer themselves to go learn to grill and become their apprentice. Is that kind of, or are you just trying, he's trying to find a match?
It's a great bit.
It's a tough person to find a match for, though, because he just wants to grill all day.
Yeah, that's all he wants to do. It's his passion. It's his life.
But he needs a woman there, eventually.
He doesn't really need anybody. He's inviting people in.
Right. Well, that's very kind of the senior grill instructor. So I think that's where we're going to be jumping into next here. Why don't we just finish this song with Tav?
That's the way I am. I'll cut you down, Lord, any way I can.
Thank you, Tav. That's Grandpa's Relics on Instagram. He's a great musician. He's a homeless guy, and he busks a lot of the time. I'm not sure if he's really homeless right now. You probably shouldn't just say that about people, but
He's a gypsy.
he was homeless at some point. He went on that stage. He said, I was busking outside and homeless, and now I'm in here. And he was really excited to have a nice stage there.
Nice.
Oop, excuse me. So we're going to get right into our next senior grill instructor. Are you familiar with the senior grill instructor?
I am.
Last week, we talked with Catherine, and that was pretty quick. This one's a little longer here, and I think a little more successful. Senior grill instructor is really getting the hang of this, it sounded like. Why don't we take a little listen to this? So, did we set this up? Does everybody know what this is? Does this make sense?
I kind of know what's going on.
I think we set this up. Perfect. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Senior grill instructor. Everybody's really looking forward to this segment today, too. I got an email and a DM. I got two. I got a DM and I got an email. Both of them said, we're really looking forward to this week's senior grill instructor. I said, that's great.
Sweet.
That's great. People are really looking forward to it. Why don't I take a quick listen?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Just grilling. What about you?
Not a whole lot today. What are you grilling?
Some meat? You like to grill?
Duh. I'm asking what kind of meat. I don't know how to grill just yet. The kitchen's more my scene, lol.
The kitchen's like being in the rear, and the grill is where the action is. Ooh rah. All kinds of meat. Steak, chicken, burgers.
Sounds good, smiley face.
You like meat?
I'm not vegetarian if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. I don't get what you mean otherwise.
Sometimes meat is used as a euphemism for something inappropriate. But yes, I do like meat, especially beef and venison. What else do you like to do?
Seriously? That's disgraceful.
LOL, what? The meat euphemism thing?
I like to grill out pretty much, teach others how to grill, etc., etc.
Great. You can teach me. I've always wanted to learn.
If you're willing to learn, I won't give up on you, even after you've given up on yourself.
Totally. I'm excited. Let's do this. Woo.
What do you like to do besides learn how to grill?
I'm a good cook. That's why I like the kitchen. I also enjoy knitting and I draw a lot. I like to go for walks too. Right now the weather is nice, so it's perfect.
So you're ready to hashtag meet up?
Sure. What's your name?
Harvey.
Nice to hashtag meet you. Too lame? Sorry.
Yeah, kind of. I'm still grilling, though. When are you free? Almost just ruined it for me.
I'm off today. This evening?
Do you have mementos? There's no grill. There's no Harvey. There's just too much tuna.
What?
There's too much tuna.
Well, and that was Matt Ferry and the Senior Grill Instructor. And Kennedy.
Yeah, I hope she found her match.
Yeah, I don't think that wasn't really working out at the end. Senior Grill Instructor has some PTSD or something. He kind of freaks out on some of these women.
I think any guy she talks to after that's going to be the one, because
Oh yeah, you're
can't
like
get any worse than that.
Senior Grill Instructor should be featured in Good Luck Chuck 2. So why don't we set this up here? So the Senior Grill Instructor, coming up at 7 a.m., we're going to get that clip set up right now. What's going on here? Why don't you explain this to Austin Ingalls? Are you familiar with the Senior Grill Instructor?
I'm not.
So the Senior Grill Instructor goes on Tinder, and he's been trying to look for a match there, but he's a little obsessed with grilling. So he starts talking to these women. He says, "Oh, why don't you come grill with me?" And he says, "No, I'm just still here grilling." And then they start talking, and he's just trying to get a match. These women are looking for a date too, but it's kind of tough to hook up.
He's
with
kind of doing a cheat code. He's letting them know that he could cook.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your opening line when you go on Tinder? What do you say? You say, "What are you up to?" Because the Senior Grill Instructor always
You want me
says,
to give you some game? You want me to give
grilling.
you guys my
I
idea?
think you'll take some game away from Senior Grill Instructor, honestly.
All right, here it is. You ready for it?
Ready.
This is a big one.
Okay. For
Message.
everybody listening, this is Austin Ingalls' tip for Tinder.
Fuck, I'm going to give it away.
We should have a stinger. Oh, that's okay. You're giving it away to people all over the country. No, we don't have any listeners from Austin, Texas.
I say, I have an idea.
And what does she say? She says,
Usually they say,
great.
what's the idea? And then you got to have a good idea. So you got to have a plan. You can't just be like, oh, I have an idea and then not have a plan.
Grilling.
Grilling or like, hey, come to a show. Let's hang out sometime.
I have an idea.
I'm very forward.
How many women are you forward with?
Well, I don't have Tinder anymore. This would be like Instagram.
Really?
direct
What do they
message.
use? Are you on Raya now? You're doing so well in Austin, Texas.
I don't
So you
have
say,
any
let's get this
dating
guy on the
apps.
celebrity dating app.
Yeah, no dating apps for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
Tinder-
meeting people in person.
Tinder was a waste of time. I felt like when I was back home, I just get through, scroll, and
I think that's going to be relieving for a lot of people to hear. Get off the apps and go meet somebody in person.
Yeah. You can meet a lot of people at shows, as you know.
Well, the Senior Grill Instructor is too busy grilling to be meeting people in person, and he's just there, and he's working on Tinder, and he's very busy. He gets a lot of these matches, apparently. And we have a new one this week's is with Stacy. Like I said, it's a part 1 here. It ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, and then part 2 gets pretty extreme, and I'm really looking forward to that next week, but this is a bit of a setup here. It's kind of a long one. I think the full call was about 8 minutes.
Uh-oh.
So we only have part 1 today of the Senior Grill Instructor with Stacy.
Hi.
Sup.
Not a lot. You?
Grilling.
What are you grilling?
Meat.
Where are the veggies? Still waiting on my grilled veggies.
I'm not a delivery service.
Ouch. And here is a tip for the veggies. I didn't get you. Can't deliver without a
I
destination.
don't want to interrupt this,
I
but
live
this
in North
woman was
Liberty.
terrible
They're
at
hot and
typing.
ready for you.
A day late. Just had strawberry pancakes.
I'm still grilling.
LOL. Wow, you must make a lot of food.
Nah, I just grill out for every meal. Want to hashtag meet up tonight and grill?
Nice.
Can't. I have kids. And been sick, but thank you very much.
Wow.
I've got a portable grill.
That would be great, but I have kids and don't know you well enough to invite you over. I hope that doesn't offend you. I certainly appreciate the offer.
Pretty offended. When are you free next?
Not sure. I have kids and a deadbeat ex. I am very sorry I offended you. I didn't mean to. My kids and I have been through a lot in the last few years. They want a dad, so can't afford confusion. I apologize, and I am way honest to forgive me there as well.
Do you think your kids would like to grill out sometime? I've got kids too. Well, 2 puppies, but they're like kids to me. But it's okay. No offense, none taken.
LOL, we used to have rotaries. They love dogs, but I think I need to get to know you first, is all. Yes, they like grilling.
What do you need to know about me? I basically just grill. That's it. What about you? Are you in school? Are you studying to be an astronaut or something?
Cultural anthropology. LOL, a class I'm taking. No, I'm no astronaut, LOL.
Oh, so you want to be like Indiana Jones?
No, I just want my education so I can be okay one day.
What do you mean, okay? Are you not okay?
Yes and no. Just found out I'm laid off as of a few hours ago. Frustrated, but this will pass.
Do you need billeting?
What is that? What is belaying?
A place to stay. Did your ex grill a lot?
No, we are okay. I just worry. I'm all they have. So, money is security for us. So take a cut is never okay. He was a lazy ass. I held 2 jobs. We are way better off now, just stressed about work.
I could have a grill sale. It's like a bake sale, but sell my grilled stuff. If we were together, I'd grill night and day for you.
LOL, you are so kind. You don't even know me. That is very kind-hearted. I'm just in panic mode. I am all my kids have. We don't have anyone to depend on, so I'm extremely independent and would never ask that, of course, of anyone.
Is it too early to say, I think I'm falling in love with you? Is that weird? Yeah, shoot your shot.
Uh-oh. So we'll find out next week how that goes for the Senior Grill Instructor. I think he's finally found his match, though.
That was beautiful.
She just has a pile of terrible news. Everything. She said, oh, this is the worst day of my life. No, yesterday was worse, so tomorrow's going to be terrible.
She keeps going, though. That's to the Senior Grill Instructor. Resilience is just
right
out of this world.
And she's open to learning to grill there, and that's exciting. And I guess she's a bit of a cook.
The portable grill is my favorite part when he said that he had a portable grill.
Yeah, he's got foreman.
Always be,
yeah.
He really always be closing.
Yeah.
So I know where I'm going with this. We're going to be getting into our Senior Grill Instructor segment. Do you know anything about the Senior Grill Instructor, Robert Wallace? We're going to be finishing up part 2 today.
I do a little bit.
It's a bit longer. So last week we left off with Senior Grill Instructor and Stacy going back and forth. The Senior Grill Instructor just wanted to go and grill with her and her kids and bring his 2 dogs over. What kind of dogs does he have?
I can't remember what he had.
She used to have rotaries, so they kind of related there, but she wasn't ready to introduce the Senior Grill Instructor to her kids.
Yeah.
And when we left off, the Senior Grill Instructor had finally confessed his love to her and asked, is that weird? And then we left it as a bit of a cliffhanger there. So we're going to be jumping straight into the end, the second part, and wrapping up the Senior Grill Instructor this morning. And like I warned you before, this does get a little unhinged here, but we're really looking forward to it. And remember to call in on Discord. Do we have anything going into the live chat this morning?
Not too much going on right now.
That's all right. Well, this is going to get the call-ins coming in. I know a lot of people enjoy that Senior Grill Instructor, and that's why we want to start it right at 7 a.m. So anybody tuning in there is nice and prepared for it. And I'm really looking forward to today's call. Like I warned everybody, it does get a little off the rails here. But why don't we jump?
It gets a little real. Just gets real. He's just being real with her.
It gets a little unreal, if you ask me. But I don't know how Stacy kept up with this or how this wraps up in such a way. But let's finish up our Senior Grill Instructor, Stacy, today.
I could have a grill sale. It's like a bake sale, but sell my grilled stuff. If we were together, I'd grill night and day for you.
LOL, you are so kind. You don't even know me. That is very kind-hearted. I'm just in panic mode. I am all my kids have. We don't have anyone to depend on, so I'm extremely independent and would never ask that, of course, of anyone.
Is it too early to say, I think I'm falling in love with you? Is that weird?
I'm not sure if that is weird, but I am unsure why or how you could be.
Because you're so independent and so beautiful.
Thank you. I have no choice if my kids lose me. They have no one to depend on. Their dad has been homeless without me 3 out of 4 years. He has no sense of priority. Sad, really, to watch them suffer for him. I will fight till the end, going to do a lot of errands. I'm just sick working. Gives me self-worth and pride in myself. I like to accomplish things, learn new things, and improve myself as my kids live. This last 6 months has been hell for all 3 of us.
I could teach you how to grill. I'm just madly in love with you. You're so amazing.
Thank you. Why don't you have more picks up?
Because I'm usually grilling.
You grill that much?
I live an awesome life, actually. I get up, grill some breakfast, eat it, grill some lunch, grill a snack, grill dinner. Some people say it's weird, but I say it's weird not to.
Do you have a 24/7 restaurant?
Yeah, it's called my stomach.
Where do you work?
I'm on disability.
Grilled food is really healthy, actually.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, sorry, I've got PTSD. It's pretty bad. I have outbursts sometimes.
I know all about that. What do your outbursts consist of?
But my counselor told me if a woman can't handle me at my worst, she doesn't deserve me at my best. Sometimes when I get upset, I burn my meat and just don't eat for that meal.
Explains the dogs. That is a good counselor. LOL, that's kind of funny. Sorry, but that's it. Outbursts to me is screaming, punching, violent outbursts when I think of an outburst.
Wow, that's extremely rude. I'm offended.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
Then how do you mean it? Is it better if I scream and hit? Is that more normal? Yeah, I was in the war.
My son has not been diagnosed and gets very violent, so when you said outbursts, that's what came to mind. My deepest apologies, I didn't mean it like that.
I was in Delta Force and helped catch Saddam. Then I became a SEAL and helped kill Bin Laden.
Wow, that's scary and very appreciated.
Has your son been to war?
No, he is only 8. That's the fucking scary part.
What's scary? Does he have Mementos disease?
He's on a shit ton of meds to control his anger. He's a very sensitive little man, and any disruption in me or life causes it to get very mad.
Oh, does he have a touch of the A?
I have no idea what he has. We don't go out much because people look at me like I'm a piece of crap mom with a spoiled brat. People don't understand. So please accept my apology. I was just giggling because that is so mild. I wouldn't even have recognized that as an outburst.
I sometimes go for days without eating. I just sit there and watch the meat burn and cry and just have flashbacks to 9/11 because I haven't #forgotten. I'll always #remember. But so many people have #forgotten. My neighbors just wave, but I just mumble under my breath how beta they are.
He had chased my daughter with knives, and I have to restrain him. His triggers are usually anything that don't go his way or manipulate people bullying.
Listen, Stacy. People don't understand me, much like you, but I understand you.
I'm so sorry you had to go through all that, and that is horrible. The foreman has no flames, you know.
The Foreman Grill?
I get depressed. My daughter has personality disorder. Little to no empathy. My life can seem like a nightmare sometimes.
It still burns.
I've seen the other pic. True, it burns, but no flames. I don't know, I have a problem with trying to fix the world. LOL, forgive me if I don't fully understand.
It's okay. I think we really get each other, Stacy.
I can't even pretend to understand what you've been through. Got my arthropology done. We're here have to get an extension on my paper that's due. I was in the ER for 7 hours yesterday. That's a long story. I have a lot of men in my family that were in the military. Not sure what branches. One was a Marine, I think. He's in Virginia.
Marine is capitalized. I was in the Marines, too. Did you know I once grilled out for Obama? Are you there? Are you okay? Hello.
Yes, I'm here. No, I didn't know that. How cool is that? Did you like him? I am not into politics.
I didn't like him at all. He smelled.
Like what?
Like menthols and OE.
LOL, no way. Seriously?
Yeah, it was terrible.
I would have never thought that, but wow.
I'm supposed to go grill for him on the 4th of July. Do you want to come with me?
Can't. I'll have kids, and my sister will want me there, but thank you. Take some pics. I would love to see the place. It's my grandma's birthday and my cousin's daughter's b-day. So I have to go to that. She won't be around forever, and my kids need their family time.
Wow, you just offended me again. My meat is literally burning on the grill.
Wow. Well, I think that was kind of the senior grill instructor's fault. I think she was still all in.
I think she was, yeah.
I don't know if she was the one that got away or if you just the grill instructor just ran away from that. But that was part 2 of Stacy. What do you think about that, Robert Wallace?
I'd like to meet her.
You'd like to meet her. She sounds like a good woman.
Yeah.
Would you like to hashtag meet up with her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She would be open. Do you have outbursts?
No, I don't. I have starbursts, but they're like, I get them.
They're sweeter than outbursts.
Yeah, I like Mambas though too. You know.
That's
It's
perfect.
flowing. It's right at 8 a.m. too.
It is. It's right at 8 a.m. Eastern here. Good morning. Who you thumbing, Troy?
Oh, I was just putting the Discord in the Rig Dog group chat.
Oh, that's great. We'd love to get some calls in, especially when we talk a little about stand-up comedy later in the show, or if anybody has anything to say about our senior grill instructor this week, because it is fairly short, but I'm looking forward to it. It's a fun one. These senior grill instructors are always fun. You'll notice I just have a black screen here, so we're just going to play the audio only because I didn't put that image of the senior grill instructor this week. I kind of messed up, and I was in a bit of a panic, but that's my fault, and that's no problem. We'll listen to the senior grill instructor call here. This is a segment where the senior grill instructor is on Tinder. And he's trying to get somebody to grill out with and maybe teach somebody to grill. These women want to meet up too, and he's out looking for his match.
I think he's spiraling a little bit from last week too. He had a little. You heard about Stacy, right? Yeah, I think he had some. He's talking about being in Delta Force and being a SEAL. So I think he had some.
And she accepted all of it.
Some thoughts.
Stacy was really the one that got away. So
Oh my God, can I get her number?
it's tough to find a connection after that. But why don't we take a quick listen to the senior grill instructor this week with Raven.
I don't grill, but I'll make jerky for her. All over.
More of a jerk guy.
I'll jerk all over her face.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit! I heard that earlier. I thought it was David Collins.
Relaxing and reading Cosmos, you?
Grilling out.
Nice.
You like to grill out?
What are you grilling?
Meat.
I do. Ah, yeah, I figured meat. What kind of meat?
Some chicken.
Yum.
You want to meet up sometime?
Sure. What area do you live?
Najaf. He's having a little flashback there to Najaf.
And she did not respond after he says he lives in Najaf, which is unfortunate. I guess she
She probably thought you were one of those
kind of
Indian
discriminatory.
scam artists that wanted 23 Amazon gift cards.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Did she was maybe she thought it was a racial thing, and she said, "Oh, I wasn't looking for that."
Maybe Harvey, the senior grill instructor, just decided to quit responding to her.
You should get
twist.
that's true. Well, you had the last message there, but that might be true too. You could always follow up. I'm good at following up there.
But she didn't follow up. She probably didn't know where Najaf was.
I have some advice for the senior grill instructor.
Yeah.
Maybe let them know that your name's Harvey.
Yeah,
And then
I
when
didn't
you
even know
say
fucking.
when you say some random Middle Eastern country, it doesn't really confuse them too much.
I didn't know the grill instructor's name was Harvey.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, obviously now.
We have another one leading up where the woman just kept saying Harvey back to her, like leading the sentence, saying like, Harvey, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, your first name basis. It's maybe that's going to be a good match for the senior grill instructor too. But that was the senior grill instructor, and I look forward to that every week. I think we have a good one for next week, and we had some great ones the last couple of weeks. But that shows some of the authenticity there. They don't always go exactly as planned.
You don't always get laid, huh?
I was shocked by the fact
He's
he was
just looking to grill.
He's just looking to grill.
He's just looking to grill and chill is all.
I feel you.
Is he trying to get lean at all? What's with the chicken? I didn't expect he's grilling chicken too, huh?
He must have been lifting earlier or something.
Right.
He's that protein.
A little easier to burn the chicken. I hope he's having a good day.
You better start writing better backstories for this guy because them chicks are going to have questions. It's going to
You
go
don't
past
talk
what
him
are you
over a
grilling?
grill, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
They're going to have more questions than what are you grilling?
They do all ask, what are you grilling, though? It kind of fascinates me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to start thinking something different.
Every single one of these, it's almost like it's something that common that they get, and they already have their canned response ready. They say, oh, this guy's grilling. I guess I'll ask him what he's grilling.
You can grill frozen pizzas, right? Like Jack's frozen pizzas, you can throw them on the grill. It's actually really good. You got to start telling them that kind of shit. Be like, I'm grilling a pizza. I'm like, what? You fucking grilling a pizza? You totally can.
Maybe stepping up his game.
Dude, I'm just trying to fucking get the grill instructor in.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
These are the ones that these are the ones he talks about.
Oh,
Some that
yeah.
he doesn't talk about too.
The women like their man with a little mystery.
Right. These are the
What are you grilling? I can't tell you.
These are the women that signed the release.
Oh, yeah. Especially the NDA is the really hard one to get them to sign.
I had a great baked meal.
Yay, thank you. You too. Hi, Troy. Hi, Matt.
Hi, thanks for calling in.
Have a great day. Be safe.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Will do.
Doesn't look like too much snow.
No snow over on the East Coast there. It's all kind of going through the Midwest this morning.
It's all rain, I believe.
It's all ours,
Oh,
baby.
that makes sense. The temperature has something to do with it. So, of course, we're going to be getting into our 7 a.m. Central, 8 a.m. Eastern senior grill instructor this morning. I'm sure a lot of people are tuning in wondering why it's not already playing, because we play it on the dot usually. The Senior Grill Instructor is a segment where we listen to the Senior Grill Instructor on Tinder trying to get a date.
Dude, my buddy just he won a new like portable griddle from his work Christmas party, and I looked at it. I just said, "Dude, Senior Grill Instructor goes on a date and takes the portable griddle, and shows up to a restaurant with his own griddle, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna cook for you better than any fucking restaurant."
Oh, that's a great bit. We're thinking about maybe in the future bringing the Senior Grill Instructor out into the world, but for right now, we think he's safer on Tinder.
Well, I think one of your girlfriends fucking keyed your truck out there.
Oh, no.
I saw a bunch of dicks drawn in the snow on it.
Yes.
Yeah. It must have been someone sad with the Senior Grill Instructor.
Didn't get enough meat.
Yeah, I bring the meat.
Well, it's a beautiful Wednesday, everybody. A nice winter wonderland out there. Let's take a little listen to this week's Senior Grill Instructor.
Hell yeah.
Hey there.
Sup?
Not much. Wrapping presents, you?
Just grilling.
Isn't it a little cold for that?
I haven't been cold since the war.
What are you grilling?
I grill a lot of cheeseburgers, to be honest.
Oh, all your pictures are of you grilling in camis, so I kind of figured you might be the expert. You look like someone who knows his way around a grill.
Oh, those old things? Yeah, I served a lot of meat back in my day.
I bet you did. So what's your specialty? I was thinking maybe grilling something exotic, like a whole pig or something. Or do you stick to the classics?
It's not that hard, really. I'm writing a grill manual, actually.
A grill manual? You must have some serious knowledge to share. Got a tip for someone like me who always ends up with burnt food?
The manual is called Vegans Are All Betas, and I can say that because I'm the Senior Grill Instructor. Yeah, I got a tip. Don't burn it.
Thanks for the groundbreaking advice. I'm always nervous about overcooking.
You seem like a lot. We could chill and grill and you could learn a thing or two.
Chillin', grilling, and hopefully not burning anything. You might just have to teach me the way of the grill master.
Oh, wow.
What is up with you and burning stuff? Are you a pyro? LOL.
No, I'm not a pyro. I just have a talent for turning things into charcoal. But I promise I'm not trying to start any fires on purpose. I guess I just need a little guidance.
What kind of grill do you have?
I've got a George Foreman grill. I know, not exactly professional, but it gets the job done. What about you? You using something fancy or sticking to the basics?
The Foreman is not a grill, and please do not refer to it as such.
Excuse me? It's a grill, isn't it? I mean, it grills, kind of. What's wrong with it?
You should wrap that for Christmas and gift it to the dump.
But it's still better than nothing, right? What do you use then? Some big professional grill with flames shooting up?
It is not a grill, Lacey. I don't think you get it.
I'm just trying to learn here. What's the difference then?
Are you some sort of lib or something?
No, actually.
Very well. Do you want to hashtag meet up? Am I too real for you or something?
I wouldn't say you're too real, but I think we have a different way of seeing things.
You'd see things differently too if you killed Saddam.
You got me there. You definitely know how to keep a conversation interesting.
Since we started talking, I've burnt all my meat. Now I'm just grilling you.
Dude, I can't even get a chick to talk to me like that at all. And you got a fake profile over there getting chick just wanting
This
to
is 10
talk.
years ago. This was Tinder 10 years ago, though.
Tinder 10 years ago?
Senior Grill Instructor knows how to get a conversation going. You heard her. Everybody says, oh, you're so interesting.
You've been fucking doing this for 10 years? What the fuck?
We're bringing him out of retirement,
Hell
folks.
yeah, bro. Dude, respect the classics. I got it. I feel you.
This is an investment.
Bro, it's a life investment. It's paid off.
How's your love life been? Are you on Tinder these days?
No.
Bumble? Raya?
it's
Oh,
all-
you're becoming a famous comedian.
Yeah, I'm working on myself.
Get on Raya.
Get an IMDb.
IMDb, no thanks. I
Friend
saw
of the
Todd
show-
on IMDb.
Friend of the show,
other day.
Todd Basinger, is officially has a couple credits on IMDb
It doesn't say
now.
comedian, though. It just says actor. I'm like, you're just a fucking actor?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's selling out.
He's selling out, dude. He went from comedian to actor. All these actors think they can be comedians, but all these comedians literally can be actors.
Maybe he's just taking note out of the, Tom Garland has some success. He gets
Oh.
shows and he's worked with some great comedians. Maybe he could take a page out of his book.
Maybe, possibly.
I'm trying to pay Tom Garland more compliments these days, trying to get him back. We got to smooth over this relationship.
I thought you were running with the theme of controversial episode when you started saying that.
Right. I forgot we were going to get into some controversy. Well, the Senior Grill Instructor is a little edgy.
Dude, a little fucking edgy. I literally
Nobody
can't...
ever pushes back when he mentions how he killed Saddam. Everybody just kind
I
of
know.
takes that in.
Who fucking... Well, if
Yeah, especially because the Iraqis killed him, too.
Did they?
They hung him. Yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah.
But I guess these people don't know.
Were
They
you
don't
doing these
realize.
before Gaddafi died?
When did Gaddafi die?
I don't know.
Probably.
Back in I don't know. So were you still deployed when you were doing this grill instruction?
No, not at all.
I was like, dude,
No.
were you on Tinder when you were over
No,
there,
that'd
like
have
hitting
been
up
great.
all the fucking Iraqi babes?
Pretty soon the sun will be coming up and we'll be able to go through our uplifting video this morning.
Yay.
But first, we're going to jump into our Senior Grill Instructor. So the Senior Grill Instructor is a bit where the Senior Grill Instructor has been out on Tinder for really the last 10 years, having these conversations with women, and we've been
39
putting
for
them
10
behind some vocals there. The Senior Grill Instructor this week found a pretty dirty woman right away. We had to do a lot of censoring of this, but we do have the uncensored version on my Patreon, David Collins 30-minute half-hour show Patreon. You can find the uncensored version. I personally like the censored version more, and I think our audience will too, and that's what we're going to play today. But the Senior Grill Instructor out looking for a date, and so is this young lady.
No way, huh?
Did we set it up well? Is that the... Oh, we also have a new image there for the video listeners. We have the actual Tinder profile that the Senior Grill Instructor used.
Hey, why does he only have one glove on? This Michael Jackson of meats.
He's a smooth operator. Senior Grill Instructor.
What's up, Angelique?
Hello, kissy face.
You like to grill out?
I love barbecue. However, where I live, I don't have one. I get excited when someone invites me over for barbecue.
Can you marinate my meat for me? It's really easy. I'll show you how.
How do you like it done?
As long as the meat's cooked thoroughly, it's good enough to eat for me. Have you ever been with a real man that knows how to grill? You want to come over now?
I just got off work and meeting friends out for dinner tonight. How big is your
About the size of a... How big's your mouth?
Nice, smiley face, kissy face. I'll you.
Doubtful. I want to say the can of Pringles, the family size, then use it as a...
Really? That's hot. Wow, impressive. My ass is very tight.
Do you believe in love at first? Because I love.
You're making me hungry. Smiley face.
You mean you apostrophe R-E?
Yes, you apostrophe R-E.
You dumb.
Oh, really tied it up with a nice bow at the end there, didn't you? A little Christmas present for you.
He's trying to.
The Senior Grill Instructor has some pretty bad PTSD and kind of snaps occasionally. And some of these women that we've heard have reacted very positively to that and said, I understand, that's no problem. But she just dropped it right away. Although we like to think that the Senior Grill Instructor just decided to stop following up.
It's a her problem.
It's pretty shocking.
Maybe he got a little nervous.
Well, it sounds
Old
like
school Dave gets it. He's Chad status.
Hell yeah, dude. Sigma.
Chad status.
That's what the kids are saying nowadays, right?
The Sigmas.
Sigmas.
Nobody knows women like a 39-year-old grill instructor.
Senior Grill Instructor, that's.
Right.
Yeah, dude. That's why he's got senior in front of it.
He's a veteran. Good morning, everybody. It's 8:01 a.m. Eastern. That means we're going to be getting into our Senior Grill Instructor video. And boy, do we have a strange one today. Everybody's familiar with the Senior Grill Instructor. Senior Grill Instructor goes on Tinder. He's looking for a date. And sometimes it can get a little dramatic and you see flashes of his PTSD. Sometimes the women are a little too into it. And it makes us all uncomfortable. This week, it actually gets a little political. What do you think about the Senior Grill Instructor, Dan?
I love the Senior Grill Instructor. It's one of my favorite bits, for sure.
Me too.
Well, we love listening to it, too. Happy New Year's, everybody. Go ahead and call into the Discord. It is available and open, but we're going to be listening to our Senior Grill Instructor video this morning. It's a little long, but it's not the longest that we've ever had, so everybody strap in, folks.
Happy Thanksgiving if that's something you do, smiley face.
I don't support the illegal genocide of the indigenous peoples that inhabited this land and then pretend like we broke turkey together. But thank you and happy Thanksgiving if that's something you do.
Well, that's refreshing. That's my general opinion on the matter. I'm just not very outspoken about it. Most of my energy is funneled into disrupting the pipeline to prison, so I generally do a shit job of speaking up about other issues. I understand if you'd rather not speak with me.
It's truly hard to care so much, in my opinion. So many attacks on all fronts without any chance of gathering my thoughts. They all come out jumbled, too. How are you trying to disrupt it?
I work as a behavior teacher in our highest needs elementary school.
Wow.
89% of our students live in poverty, and because of our fucking society, that means most of my students are black. My team and I are generally the last line of defense between white teachers who are fed up with their behaviors, which are actually trauma responses. I keep track of the ratio of students referred to my support room and compare it to the actual population of the school, and I make a stink when the math isn't mathing. I don't know how else to do anything about it. Politicians don't do shit, so I just picked our most urban school and planted myself there.
Well, that's good thinking.
I just try not to make things worse and apologize to kids when I fuck up. Try to make white teachers less defensive by pointing out my own biases and problematic thought processes, behaviors, at professional development. Shit like that. Try to keep the white saviors in check without becoming one myself. Sorry for the spiel.
Preach.
It's a lot.
Meh, I fuck up all the time. Would you like to share now that I've sent an entire wall of text?
Well, I'm just grilling. How about you?
Just me and my daughter tonight. Glad the holiday is over, and we can just treat this like any Friday night.
Black Friday, though, shows how systemic and ingrained race still is. Why can't it just be something else nowadays? That sounds fun, too, though. The snow really messes with my grill.
Yeah, Black Friday is some capitalist bullshit. Yeah, miss me with the snow.
What's demisexual mean?
Oh, from my profile? It's on the ace spectrum. I don't develop sexual attraction until after a deep emotional intellectual connection has been made with the other person. I learned about it this summer, and it just kind of explained everything about how I relate to others romantically. It probably sounds like bullshit to most people,
No.
or like I'm trying to be unique, but I've embraced it.
The ACE spectrum? Adverse childhood experiences?
Oh, no, not that. Sorry. Asexual spectrum. It's part of the LGBTQIAP+.
Ah, I gotcha. Jesus Christ, they've added more letters, LOL.
Oh, well, I try to be inclusive. Haha.
It does kind of sound like you've just got trust issues. Sorry, no offense, none taken.
Which I am not. Nah, you're good. Demi just means that instead of looking at a person and deciding whether or not I have sex with them, it takes a lot more time to determine the chemistry. The chemistry is based on emotional connection rather than whether I think you have a nice ass or whatever, lol. That's really it. It's the only queer thing about me, and I'm not always sure that should count. That probably wasn't helpful at all, smiley face. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, my first thought isn't calling someone a queer because they'd rather have an emotional connection before a physical connection. But to each their own, milady.
What?
A senior grill instructor. Well, it doesn't sound like it was a match, but it's nice that he's able to have those political conversations too.
I wish I could get a girl on Tinder to talk that much to me. That's
The key is you can hear it right at the beginning. She says, "Happy Thanksgiving." If that's something you do, she's probably fishing that out to a lot of people. Finally, the senior grill instructor says, "I know what you're getting at here. I think it was an illegal genocide, opposed to a legal genocide.
right. Right.
It was an unsanctioned genocide of the Native Americans, and the senior grill instructor doesn't stand for that."
I'm glad you find it funny. Yesterday, somebody was a little hesitant about this one and said it wasn't going to be funny.
We were working with the team, and there's one person that said,
Jerry.
"This isn't funny at all." Well, Jerry doesn't work for us anymore.
Oh, that's right.
He was really, whoever was saying that, though, is really being a real Jerry, if you know what I'm saying.
This episode was not censored.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she was heated.
Last week's was so shocking. Last week, I don't know. Did you hear last week's senior grill instructor?
No, I'd have to go back and listen.
We had to bleep a real percentage of that conversation because one of the first things they said, "Oh, how big is your,
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, I get off work at 5. They said, "My blank is so blank." And he said, "Oh, one time I put my blank in a blank." It was, whoa.
What is this? What do you call it?
The uncensored version is on our Patreon.
What are those called where you put the words in? And
It was a Mad Lib.
Oh, Mad Lib,
Thank
yeah.
you, yeah.